Welcome back guys, General Tony here, your host, and welcome back my friends to a brand new episode on the channel. Now I can honestly say, this is probably going to be the one video which I want all of you to watch, because we are going to try and show you in this episode what it takes to become the #1 player in the world, what skill set you need, and what attack strategies work well. Now if you're watching this episode guys, and you're subbed to the channel, and you know, build us all 3, build us all 4, build us all 5, this is going to be extremely helpful because I'm going to try and show you what attack strategies are currently working and how to kind of use them. We're going to go through air, we're going to go through ground, and we're also going to do some hybrid attacks. So stay tuned, it's going to get very interesting. The only question I have for you is this. What is your current most popular and favorite attack strategy in the game? Let me know down below in that comment section, because I want to see what you guys, my subscribers, are actually using, so that I could possibly try it out inside of one of the next videos. So let me know down below what's the best and your most popular attack strategy you are using in the game currently. So don't forget, of course, if this is the first time you are seeing the channel, my name is General Tony. We produce videos every single day, so make sure you subscribe to the channel because we are almost at 2 million subscribers. But let's do this, guys. We're going to get ourselves into a variety of attacks inside of this episode, and every single time we do an attack, we're going to change up the strategy and we're going to see what actually works. Now I'm sure if loads of you watching this video are Builders Hall 4, Builders Hall 5, you will notice that there's a particular trend when it comes to attacking. You'll notice that the majority of people who win are the people who get the high 70s, the low 80s, and if you lose, it means you probably got low 60s, high 50s. Now the trick is, how do you actually get 70+% damage? How do you get into the 80s? And what's the trick to becoming a really skilled player at this game? So I'm going to try and show you in this episode. Now disclaimer, I am not the best player in the world guys, I try my best, and that's simply what we're going to do. So the first attack strategy we're going to be using, 2 camps of Rage Barbarians, 1 Beta Minion, 1 Bomber, and of course a Battle Machine. This is a hybrid attack strategy and it seems to work pretty well. Now the base you are actually looking at on screen is in fact the most popular base in the game right now. Now I'm not really too sure why, because it's not too hard to beat if you know what you're doing. So check it out guys, we're going to completely avoid the bottom of the base because this is like a southern teaser. They want you to come from the bottom because they've got loads of traps there, and that's what we're going to be avoiding. But some players actually also hide their traps in here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do lose a couple of minions here. But check it out, what you want to do when using this strategy or when attacking this base, and I promise this is the most popular base in the game currently guys, is to drop in some minions and open up a compartment so you can take out the multi-mortar. Now do me a favor guys, if you've made it this far into the episode and do want to see some more strategy videos, then leave a like on the video guys. Smash that like button right now, it only takes a second. Show some support to the channel, and you know, stay tuned, there will be some more strategy videos coming. But check it out. We got a funnel on the right, we just need to take out that elixir storage and funnel in on the left. Now remember, the builder's base is different to the main village. You do get an extra minute just to scout, and you can actually change up your troops guys, so it really does offer you the option of, you know, really being able to read the base and take out and do as much damage as possible. So we're going to wait for this elixir storage to fall, then we're going to take out the multi-mortar, then we're going to go in with the main attack. Now remember, every single time we do an attack in this episode, we're going to change up the strategy, so stay tuned. Here we go. Second Beta Minion going to go in. We're actually going to drop in another one because I know they're going to get taken out, guys. So check it out. Another Beta Minion goes in. Multi-mortar is going to fall. Maybe need one more, and then it should go down. We've got 1 minute and 27 seconds left on the clock. Make sure you are always looking at the clock. So here we go. 2 bombers going to go down. They're going to take out these walls and create a funnel all the way down on either side. And this is where it's going to get interesting. We're actually going to drop a 3rd bomber down the bottom just to take out that clock tower, guys, because I think we can maybe get a couple of shots off onto this this guard post, these troops there as well. So let's see what happens. Now, crucially, it is important to keep back and save a bomber, guys. So here we go. The bomber is alive. And we are going to be taking out this this clock tower, but we need to take out that barbarian. There it goes down, and my Rage Barbarians actually made it, but here we go. There goes the final barbarian, guys. 43 seconds left in the battle. This is going to be very quick. Check this out. Battle Machine goes in. His ability has been summoned. Going to drop a Rage Barbarian in, and now we're going to go in with the rest of these Rage Barbarians. That was a little bit slow there, guys. I didn't mean for that to happen. I accidentally pulled up. But check it out. We got all the troops in the center. Still got 2 beta minions left. We're going to drop them down. Summon the battle machine's ability. So far, we are up to 60-something%, guys. Giant Mine goes off. The question is, how do you get to that crucial 70% mark, guys? Because that is what you need to get the victory. If you want to become, you know, top 100, top 200 in the world, you need to get at least 70% on every single base you attack. So we got 75%. Wasn't too bad. The question is, was it enough to get a victory? Let's find out, guys. Yes, it was. He got 65, just as I said at the start of the episode. The losers always get 60 to 65, sometimes even 50. And the winners will always get 70 plus. So what is the tactic to use to get 70 plus %? So we got 29 more trophies. What we're going to do now, we're going to get ourselves into another live attack. But this time, we're going to try an air attack strategy. And we're going to see what works inside of the meta right now. So we've landed. As I said, this is the most popular base in the game. Incredibly popular. But we can take it out, guys. We can wreck it. So we're going to try something different. This is known as 2 camps dragons, 2 camps betas. 2 camps full of beta minions, 2 camps full of baby dragons. Let's just check for any buildings around the outside. There's nothing there. Let me show you how this works. Very simple attack strategy. Very, very powerful. And it's kind of like a spam and a rush. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a little bit of a, you know, it comes down to luck sometimes. But what we want to do, drop in just 2 beta minions and see if you can actually take out a couple of extra buildings, guys. But we want to make sure this guard post leaves us alone. We don't want these 2 archers to come out, guys. Okay, so it looks good. Now, baby dragon, baby dragons into the center. They're going to be the tanks, guys. Follow up with the beta minions just behind. Drop in every single one of those beta minions and keep the battle machine back at the end. Now, what's going to happen? The baby dragons are going to tank those firecrackers, and eventually the beta minions are going to reach the builder's hall. That is hopefully the plan. Now, sometimes it doesn't actually happen, guys, so let's figure out, is this going to work? Are we going to grab this builder's hall? Doesn't seem to work, and this is why this is an extremely popular base. It seems to be anti-air, and it's worked extremely well. Damn, I didn't really expect that. I'm not going to lie to you. So obviously, this, as I said, the most popular base in the world right now. How to take it down? Don't use air attacks, that's for sure. So let's see. We could possibly still get a victory, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is highly unlikely, maybe like a 5% chance. We got the battle machine going down. He's just going to take out some extra buildings, guys. Got a 1-star at least anyway, so it's not too embarrassing. And he's going to go take out the cannon, and we can summon his ability maybe one more time. If he goes to the Crusher, it's game over. Yep, game over. Crusher's going to one-shot him. Just about one-shot him. And 0 seconds remaining. And that's air attacks for you guys. So as I said in a previous video, check that out, go. He only got 68%. I promise you, if I used ground, I would have won that 100%. I would have got 80% damage on that base, guys. But as I said in a previous episode, air attacks, when you get higher in leagues, they're not really that great. Use ground and you can go much further. So let's try a ground attack now. All ground. We done hybrid. We done air. What happens if we use ground only? Let's find out. So we've landed on this dude's base, guys, and we're going to change up the attack strategy. We're going to drop in 1 camp full of bombers, maybe 1 or 2 camps full of rage barbarians, and how about some sneaky archers? Why don't we try this? I've never tried it before. It's a pretty simple barge attack strategy, guys. Barbarians, archers with wall breakers, pretty much. So, you know, kind of taken from the main base. I don't know how to attack this base because I've never taken one on like this, where the, oh no, I do know how to attack this base. What am I talking about? I've never used this attack strategy before. That's what I meant to say. But I can see what we can do here. Check this out. Bombers. They're going to take out both of those walls. And they're also going to grab a couple of buildings. Now that's great. Now what we want to do is one more set of bomber. He's actually going to take out those walls there. That's awesome. I didn't expect that, guys. And this bomber is almost going to take out these buildings as well. So check it out. Final bomber goes down. And we've got 2 entry points into this base. And we've also taken out 17% of the buildings as well. And that's already taken us to, you know, quite a decent percent. We're going to drop down a sneaky archer, just like minions, to try and pick off some buildings. And I think these sneaky archers are actually going to get quite a lot of buildings here. So they're going to grab that clock tower, that's for sure. I think the range on these is pretty insane. Let me see, can we also grab this? So for some reason, my recording decided to completely cut out, guys, but we actually lost that sneaky archer, and I'm going to have to do a voiceover for the remaining part of this video, so that's kind of unfortunate. But for some reason, the recorder decided to make my voice go, like, really weird, like an alien Tony, and it didn't sound too good, guys. But check this out. So we've already opened up all these walls. Now, I can't quite remember if we got a good damage amount on this base, guys, because as I said, I done these attacks about an hour ago now, and I'm having to do a voiceover. But we basically send in this battle machine, back him up with all those Rage Barbarians, and the goal here is trying to stop the Rage Barbarians from going near the Crusher on the left-hand side. Now, I remember, I completely messed up. I accidentally dropped in every single Rage Barbarian, and we didn't keep any back. Now, the trick is to secure yourself that 80%, that 70 plus, 70 to 80%, and get yourself to, you know, 4,000 trophies or somewhere in that region. The trick is, be patient, keep some troops back, guys, don't overspend, and you can see from that, my goal is always get at least 70%. Now, we got extremely lucky there. He got 62, I got 65, that's one building. That means there's only a single building in it, guys, but that's the difference between, you know, 3,800 trophies and 4,000. It literally comes down to a single building, so the trick is, who's going to be the patient one? Who's going to hold back a single troop can make a huge difference, guys. A single troop can actually grab you 3 or 4 extra percent. So because we messed up there, we're going to try the same attack strategy again, using the sneaky archers, the bombers, and the barbarians. Pretty much a barge attack strategy, just like the main base, guys, with the additional bombers, of course. And we're going to see this time if we can kind of recover the mess up we done in the first attack a couple of moments ago, and see if we can get somewhere a little bit higher in terms of percent. Now, the tricky thing about this dude's base is he has got those high arch towers, and that's going to cause a problem when it comes to getting, you know, the bombers into the base, guys. Now, I always choose to use bombers. I do see some people attack without them, and obviously that's always an option. We might try that in another episode, guys. What happens when you don't use bombers in an attack? Now, obviously, it's a stupid thing to do, you would think, because, you know, if you don't attack with wall breakers on the main village, it's extremely silly, and the likelihood is you're not going to get a very good attack unless you use jump spells or earthquakes, guys. But obviously, here on the builder's base, we don't have spells. The only way to break into a base technically with a troop is to use the wall breakers, the bombers. But obviously, guys, without using them, you still can get 3-stars. So inside of the next video, or one of the next episodes, maybe going to come this weekend, we're going to see what happens if you don't use bombers in the game. The question is, can you still get a victory? So check it out. We tried to flood in. I made 2 entry points in this base, guys. One on the right, one on the left. The builder's base, the builder's hall does go down. But unfortunately, we just didn't have the manpower left to do some real damage inside of this base, and that simply comes down to we expended too many barbarians. We didn't keep enough back. The sneaky archers, they're cool. They're definitely an awesome, you know, diverse troop to use, but I wouldn't really suggest using them, especially if you're trying to push up high in trophies, guys. They don't really do too much damage, and you don't even get that many of them. Rage barbarians, definitely the way forward. But you can see, admittedly, we got a loss, guys, and this episode ends with 2 victories and 2 losses. So obviously it's kind of like a stalemate. And the question is, how can you get to 4K? So I would say, it's just to summarize, use an army which you're confident with, which allows you to diversify your attack. You want air, you want ground, you want some bombers. You do want some. And I would say, try and be patient when you're attacking, guys. Don't overspend. Don't send in too many Rage Barbarians. Try and think. Look at the base. Use the entire minute to break down the base. What works well, what doesn't, and what troops you can send where to do as much damage as possible. Hopefully this video has helped you. I'll see you shortly in a couple of hours' time for another episode, guys. So make sure you stay tuned. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and please let me know down below, guys, what is your favorite attack strategy in the game currently?